Good Monday evening to you, wrestling fans. I am Mad Matt Carter. Welcome to AIWF Ringside Wrestling on its new night, Monday, as we get your wrestling week kicked off right. We are the absolute, undisputed best way to start your wrestling podcast week and your wrestling viewing week in this humble host's opinion, whatever that's worth, right? Joining me tonight so far, we got Bobby Dalton. Hey, Bobby, how are you tonight? Bobby, you are muted, sir. Bobby, you're muted. You're muted. Bobby's fooling with the controls. All right, we'll wait for Bobby to jump on here. All right. Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we decided to move the show to Monday night. A couple of things played into that. Number one, I was at the dentist on Thursday. Some of you saw that quite entertaining video that I put out Thursday afternoon explaining the show move while I was visibly under the influence. But a lot of people seem to get a big kick out of that, Bobby.
Yeah, I can imagine. I guess that stuff will really give you a jolt. But hey, you gotta have fun once in a while.
Well, the message to you young folks out there is do not neglect your choppers, because and there we go. All right, if you had 702 when Bobby would cough into the microphone for the first time, drink now.
See, I put my hand over my microphone.
Well, we still heard it though.
Well, my apologies. Hey, it's sinus season up here in Carroll County. I can't help
it. Right, I got you. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, so we thought it might be a good idea to move the show to Monday night. For those of you watching on Facebook Live, it gives us plenty of time to get the information out for the week and all that good jazz. So anyway, welcome to the program. Glad to have you along. We have got a huge announcement tonight that we're going to make. Breaking news here. As far as I know, I checked the social media earlier today and I seen that it hadn't been released anywhere. So it's going to be regarding Deal with the Steel. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Huge, huge, huge announcement coming up tonight about Deal with the Steel. So stay tuned for that. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the announcements. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And we'll get going here with the slideshow. And yes, as you can see, AIWF Ringside Wrestling and the entire AIWF is looking to put a headlock on high advertising prices. Yes, if you'd like to be a part of this podcast sponsorship, man, you cannot get any better rates than this. Look, $10 a month or $6 a week for a 30-second to a 1-minute read. Or if you'd like us to come shoot a video commercial that we'll play on here, plus across all of our social media sites and the AIWF Roku channel, $20 a week and $30 a month. And here's, I mean, you can't beat that. I challenge anybody to find cheaper advertising rates anywhere on any podcast. And we've got here, and we're on all major podcasting platforms. All you need to do is reach out to us at AIWF20@hotmail.com if we have not reached out to you already. Of course, this is being seen live on Facebook. It'll be up later on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. And there we go. And 704, there's Commissioner Rick Deezel showing us, and he's muted too. He's showing us his teeth and the close-up of his left eye. Well, yeah, you're still muted there, my friend. But anyway, and speaking of Roku, we'll go ahead and get into one of our segments that we regularly do here. What has Kevin Phoenix updated for us in Roku this week? Here's Rick Deezel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Commissioner. How are you tonight, sir?
Got a big booger in my nose, I think. That's okay. Can you see me and hear me? I figured that it was. I looked over there and I seen it was just you and Bobby, and I figured I better come on here and balance out the weight ratio.
Yeah. Where's Nugs at tonight?
I have no idea. I have not heard from him.
Answer that question. That's another reason I'm on here.
Oh, okay. Can of worms has just got open.
Freaking thing. Hey, can I get a longer cord?
You might be able to track one down. They generally come with their cords are pretty short that they come with.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, man, they're trying to get you to buy an extra cord.
Keep doing what you're doing, Matt, and then we'll get into that other stuff.
Okay, all right. So anyway, our segment. What did Kevin Phoenix add to Roku this week? Well, normally we joke and say nothing, but buddy, he has been a busy bee. Let me tell you.
Or Beaver.
Yeah, or Beaver.
We are talking about Kevin Phoenix.
Yeah, well, God, I marked this show explicit, so I'm really tempted to say something here, but I'm gonna keep it moving. But no, he's added Spring Jam is already there. My interview with Jimmy Valiant is there. My interview with Rick Deezel, it's there in its entirety now. The anniversary show is back up there. What else am I missing, guys? I looked at it last night for a little while.
No, but I know that when I talked to Kevin, he said that he wanted to make up for the lost time, because it wasn't his fault that we was having issues with the Roku. Mm-hmm. That was on the end, on the server end where he uploads everything. So he's been fighting it. He's been fighting the good fight, and he thinks he's got it now, but he may not. It may go to hell tonight. But
it might.
So now it's up and running, and he said he's gonna make it up to everybody. God,
don't everybody go running on there and crash our Roku, please. And I'm telling you, I did a little looking into how difficult it is to run a Roku channel. And it's easy to understand why the major networks like Fox and HBO and have a dedicated staff that mans those things. Cause it's hard, man. It's not like coming on here and uploading something to YouTube. Not at all. No.
And Kevin Phoenix is the dedicated staff. He's it, man. He's the executive producer, vice president, and if it ever gets, built up big enough, maybe he can hire an assistant or something. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, he's it. So, and he's fighting it all on his own. It's a singles match, get him versus the system.
Yeah. I told him one time, I'll be glad to help you out. And then I got to digging about how difficult it is. And I kind of stepped back from that statement because it's not easy, not at all. Speaking of social media, we are on Instagram and like to thank everybody for their support of the Instagram page. AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling is our Instagram. We also have a TikTok now. Yes, indeed. We have a TikTok. It is
for the younger folks, eh?
Yes, right. And
that will work with us.
Yep. And I'm gonna add a slide with that on there sometime in the next week, but it's the same address. That's why I left it alone. But the Instagram and the TikTok are available at AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. That's AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. See what I did there, Bobby? That's what you do when you call, if you hit the mute button.
Yeah, well, I will now. But you know something though, Matt? It's amazing to me over the last 2.5 years how much our media sites have grown. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's amazing.
Bobby, that's because we got some damn good people behind it.
We got that,
every one of them every time we see them.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I agree with you there.
Yep. So we've got Hillbilly Ref Tim Stone coming on here. We got the network on here, and we got somebody that I'm not familiar with named Steve Escobar that has joined us. So hello, Steve. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining. All right. And of course, we want to thank our sponsor, our very first sponsor. We hope they won't be the last. It's Branch Management. They're a tree service that operates in the Mount Airy, Surrey County area of North Carolina. They can help you with branches that are maybe too close to structures, normal pruning, or complete tree removal. They also do pressure washing as well as general landscaping service. They offer very competitive rates.
Mow your yard, cut your trees, trim your bushes.
All of it. I mean, and complete service. You can also
flowers, mulch your mulch.
So they do mulching work. Well, I mean, I guess that would fall under general landscaping as well. So,
yes, sir.
But anyway, if you need work done around the house, basically they can help you. Just give them a call.
I work on this angle, Matt. Don't like it.
Do what?
I want an angle like you got.
Yeah, you might have to.
You look the most professional out of all of us.
And I'm sitting here in a pink Myrtle Beach t-shirt.
Yeah, I know, but look at that. Look at that angle, man. You got that fancy headset,
Well,
professional glasses.
yeah, this seat
You look like you belong here. The rest of us look drunk.
well, Bobby probably is. But
No, I don't drink.
that's why that's so funny. You always accuse the guy that doesn't drink of being the drunk. But no, my camera is built into my monitor and it shoots straight at me. And so when you have an additional webcam, a lot of times you end up having to pony up the bread for a tripod so you can set it up higher where you like it.
Oh, snap. I didn't think about that. So I can get me a tripod and put it like here.
Yep.
I don't pay attention to my office back there. That's just, dude, this thing fit on a tripod? Oh, it's got one of them little thingies in there.
Yes, it'll go on there. Yeah. So
you tell me that before I come on here. Now I'm just going to sit here and hold it, but I can do that.
No, you can put it on a tripod. I mean, everybody knows that we're not, a professional podcast. This is just a bunch of guys getting together talking about wrestling.
Well, keep going, man. Keep going.
All right. So you can also earn a $100 referral bonus.
Yes, you do, Kevin.
For turning on your friends to our friends at Branch Management. All you have to do is give them a call at 336-325-5300 for more information or to set up an appointment. That number again, 336-325-5300. Yep.
You're supposed to see me without a hat on.
Yeah.
I completely messed that up. I come on here, Matt, and I've been on here 3 minutes just nothing but total chaos. I am so sorry.
That's all right. That's kind of what we were hoping for and we expected, total chaos. So again, let me give them that number one more time for Branch Management, 336-325-5300. You give them a call and basically, like we said, if you need work done around the house.
Now there is another number.
Oh, is there? Would you like to provide our
well, actually, no, but you can reach out to them, Branch Management, on Facebook. We need to figure that out too. There's a Facebook page that you can go on there for the lawn mowing and the landscaping work.
All right. Well, I'll try to get it. What I'll do is I'll try to get a shot of that, a screenshot of that this week and add it to our slideshow. Just use it as a visual reference. But for those of you listening, so you can go on facebook.com and just search Branch Management for more information on all the services they provide.
I'm putting you over big time, Kevin Phoenix, for how hard you work on that network, buddy.
Yeah, yes, Kevin Phoenix has joined us. Davin Estacado has joined us as well. So welcome, gentlemen. Tim Stone is here. But what we're looking at here is the first.
You sent message.
What message?
Player and I think who was it, Kevin?
Lazarus Black. Yeah.
Who else was it? There was two. Kevin Phoenix just posted.
Yeah. Before Matt, go ahead and get into the Top Gun tournament. They're jumping ahead before you even got to it.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, you tell a lot of about 30 or 40 years of combined television experience here, folks, but you can't tell it. But anyway, it's the hopefully first annual AIWF Top Gun tournament. As you can see, there are 4 promotions participating in this, each one of them with their own bracket. As you can see, like a lot of moving and shaking over the last couple of weeks. Like Alex Bryant has already advanced to come to Mount Airy in July. He is in the quarterfinals, as you can see. He has won his bracket pretty much. The bottom left bracket has not moved along that much. Flex Simmons, it's listed on there as Flex Simmons, but you know what is weird? I kept the cards from Mount Airy for the ring announcing Saturday night, and Flex had me introduce him as, where is it here? Well, I had it here somewhere. Bear with me. It's here somewhere. He had me introduce him under a different name, and I can't remember what it was to save my life. Oh, Ennis. From Project 0820, Ennis. That's how Flex.
You figure that out, Matt, and send it to Kevin Phoenix, because the AIWF Network is sponsoring this tournament, and Kevin Phoenix will make sure that gets fixed because he works that hard.
Okay. All right. I will send that to you.
Now, if you need a commentator or a manager for that, you could always hire me too, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying.
I remember you now, Davin. Welcome back, sir. I didn't recognize your name, but I recognize your face. This young man joined us, what was about a month or two ago? You were with us?
Yeah, I did commentary for you guys a couple of times. I was actually there for that debacle that the commissioner was in, the ditters he was involved in, if I say so myself, involving that final matchup. I think some retribution is going to be needed after that, if you ask me.
Are you talking about at Spring Jam this past Saturday?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, it was quite the debacle. But anyway, we're getting used to that. But here, like, guys, what we see the updated brackets. These are the most recent ones I have. If there's a new version out that I was not able to capture before showtime, I apologize. But thoughts, comments, questions. What are we thinking about the first ever Top Gun tournament? It's shaping up to be something very special. I will say that.
I'll start it out there, buddy. So the news flash is Corey Player and Lazarus Black both advanced over the weekend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. So for their finals, they're gonna have Player versus Lazarus Black, which I believe are both teammates. So you're gonna have teammate versus teammate to go into the final four.
Oh, wow. So we're kind of getting something similar like where we saw the two guys with FTR last week wrestle each other. It's kind of something similar is what you're making it sound like. Is that right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. But I think that was a first round. This is it just ended up being that way. So, it's the luck of the draw or chance, as you would call it.
Yep. And the winner gets to advance. Now, for those of you who don't know or have missed the explanation of this, what will happen is the winner of all four of the different brackets will come to Mount Airy in July, and they'll have the semifinals, I think, at the second show in July. And then the finals will be in at Deal with the Steel on August the 20th, I believe. So I might have that date wrong.
Cage.
Yeah, in the cage. So and we understand there'll be a nice big trophy on the line. And I'm sure a big fat paycheck for the winner of that. But definitely the Top Gun tournament, a very exciting happening going on across the indie wrestling federations in North Carolina. And gentlemen, I will ask your opinion of something that I need your expertise and experience here. And I'll either start, we can start anywhere you want, but a tournament like this, number one, with four different indie promotions, even though they're all, AIWF affiliates, to get four promotions to work together on a project like this, number one, seems next to impossible because wrestling promoters all hate each other. And number two, I don't remember anything like this ever happening before, so I kind of got to touch on everybody's experience. Have we ever seen anything like this in the indies?
I think, Matt, what makes this work is that up until the semifinals, right there near the end, each promotion is in control of its own tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically four different tournaments that's coming down into one finale. And what it is each promotion is going to have somebody represented in the final, in the semifinals. So that like I said, each company, each promotion can basically do their own kind of matches, whatever they want to get down to that semifinals. And then the semifinals all comes together in the Mid-Atlantic because the finals will be at Deal with the Steel. So that's one thing that each promotion had that they liked about it. Is basically very in there controlling their own destiny.
What I like about it is that each promotion gets to bring the best of their promotion to represent their brand. You're bringing the best of the indies wrestling. You got your high flyers, your powerhouses, all coming together, and then after the end of the round, you're getting the best of North Carolina. Some of the best competitors in North Carolina is going head to head at the end.
That's what I don't want to see lost on our fans. Is like, that's why I'm really looking forward to July, Davin. I think you summed it up just perfectly. Like, and Rick, you talked about it too. Each promotion's handling their own tournament. So yeah, you're going to get the best that each promotion has to offer, coming into Mount Airy in July. And those two semifinal matches are going to be absolutely outstanding. I'm looking forward to that. And we'll talk more about the finals after we get it set. But good
Not even
damn.
the finals. I mean, right now, if you look at the bracket, you're looking at some banger matches right now.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, this young kid, I train with this kid. I work with this kid. I've seen him go from promotion to promotion, from Firestar to Ring Wars. My money is on the young OG himself, Jay Malachi. Right now, I seen him on the bracket against Pretty Boy Lane. I've seen that gentleman fight. I've seen him go toe to toe. I seen him put just a few weeks ago, probably a month or so ago, put Jamal the Titan and pushed him to his limit. I think he's going to put Jay Malachi against his limit. That's a banger right there. That matchup right.
That's and that's pretty deep, man, because they haven't even had their first round match yet. So he's going to have to win 4 straight.
In my opinion, Matt, I'm looking at the Alex Bryant kid, not for any other reason than the fact that he is already in the semifinals.
Mhm.
He can sit and watch every one of these other matches and basically map out his game plan for every winner down to the semifinals. He's sitting there waiting, and he as each one wins, he can start studying them early.
Mhm. Yeah,
I think that gives him an advantage already.
you bring up a good point.
true.
They got that tournament done for that bracket. Who put on that bracket? Was that Excalibur? That's Ring Wars bracket. Okay, so they got their bracket done. I think they did that. What? And Kevin Phoenix, correct me if I'm wrong. They did that like in one night, didn't they?
They did it one weekend. It was a festival. It was a weekend festival. They did it for the whole town. They had like 3,000 people there. So that was the best time to advertise and to pull off such a thing. But they there's some clips of it on the network Facebook page.
Is there? Okay, good.
That was very
Well, Matt, I'm gonna tell you this right. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I don't care who's in this tournament. The one thing I'm looking forward to is the first round between Mr. Phoenix here and Sin Crowley. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, whoever wins that match has probably got an inside track to the final. He's got great, but you got a former world heavyweight champion. You got Sin Crowley with he's known throughout his toughness, his demeanor. That could be your bench winner. On the other side, the guy I'm looking at on the right hand side of that people can watch out for is this guy, the Sheik. I think he could be in the finals also.
I'm not familiar with the Sheik. What promotion does he come out of, guys? Would you
Sheik is out of AWS. They came for the anniversary show.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But to go back to what Bobby said, little news for you here. Groundbreaking news. It's supposed to be this first round, supposed to be Kevin Phoenix and Crawley. That's supposed to happen this Saturday. So boom.
This Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. And I would definitely be there for that one.
And I think Bobby made a mistake by overlooking Benny Conley.
Yeah.
He's already.
Wait. I'm on the tournament.
Holder right now in the Mid-Atlantic.
Yes, he is.
I am in the tournament. I'm the only former world champion on that entire tournament. And you think me and Benny Conley makes it to the semifinal? He's gonna beat me? Come on, Rick. I know you're old, but you ain't senile, brother. Not yet.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, how much preparation have you made while you was fixing the network? How much preparation have you made for any of those men on that bracket right there while you were focused on fixing the network? And your first match in the tournament is this Saturday.
Against Sin?
Against Sin, yeah.
I mean, previous tag champ.
I mean, I may be old, but I still ain't been as distracted as you have over the past few weeks.
Yeah, and kudos to you, Kevin. I mean, you did a great job with the network.
He did an awesome job on the network, but it has took him away from preparing for Sid Crowley Saturday night or Benny Conley if he makes it, or Flex Simmons or whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? So you got a short time to do a lot of preparation, Kevin. That's all I can say. Remember, Kevin, Sid Crowley's one that set you on fire, and
Did he? I would have bought a ticket to see that.
No, buddy.
Uh,
They peeled skin off of him 3 layers deep that night.
That is on the AIWF network on Roku. Feel free to check it out. That's
What-
Fright Night 2017. Feel free.
2017. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And it looks like Smilin Alvin Davis joining us, and I believe we got Madison, AIWF superfan Madison joining us, who did just a bang 'em up job at kickball the other week. But yeah,
Say it, Matt. Say it, Matt.
By the way,
inside
Matt,
baseball there.
you're gonna introduce me. Gotta say the name right, by the way. It's David
Estacado. David Estacado. Is that right?
There we go.
All right.
Put some respect on the name. There we go.
Yeah, I'm a slow learner, but once I learn it good. So just bear with me. That's all I can ask you. All right. So, but we got the Top Gun tournament going on this weekend. We're going to see Sin Crowley and Kevin Phoenix. And speaking of Sin Crowley, man, did he have a confrontation with one Jack at Spring Jam. And I don't know, I called her a mysterious stranger. But when Nikki Valentine got in the ring to interfere in that match, Jack was hesitant to do anything, but he didn't have to wait long because some lady came out there all dressed in black and snatched Nikki Valentine up, put her in a sleeper hold, took her out of the equation, which ended up with all the outside interference going on in that match, which ended up getting Jack the victory over Sin Crowley and pulling even. They got to have a rubber match now. I mean, because they've each one won a piece, and the dynamics are so different now. Does anybody know, and I'm glad you joined us, Commissioner Dave, but does anybody know who this mysterious woman is, what her name is, anything about her, where she comes from? Because to me right now, she's just a mysterious stranger. So, I'm trying to learn more, but I've learned the hard way, man. You don't interrupt Jack during the week because he trains every night and he does not do media. No, sir.
Well, you might have a few surprises. Jax is not as quiet and as whatever, I don't know the word I'm looking for, as people think she is. Jack's got a lot of surprises up his sleeve. So I'm just going to leave that out there and let people take it the way they want to.
Yeah, very, very political answer. We know nothing more now than we did at the beginning.
I used to see Dave on here without that lizard cage behind him.
Rick Daisy ain't supposed to let all my secrets out.
Now, Matt, I do know.
God help everybody if I come out of the damn cave and start making an appearance on here.
Who?
But ratings will go up.
Who's that? Who did you say we couldn't? I couldn't hear you. Who's going to make an appearance?
God help everybody if I start coming out of the cave to make appearances on here, but at least ratings will go up.
Yes, they will. Now, Kevin Phoenix, you tried to jump in there and say something. Go ahead, sir.
I know you're wanting information about the young lady. I get the information I know so far that she does train with Jack in some form of martial arts. She is actually ranked in, I don't want to say the color wrong because they all have different levels of white, black, red belt, stuff like that. But she is trained in some form of martial arts. So she's a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure she's not one to be messed with.
No, right. And she did play kickball with us too, but we didn't know who she was.
Not at that point. And when I saw her hop in that ring and do what she did, I was mighty impressed.
Yeah.
Also, Sin Crowley made a show in Tennessee this weekend and did not have Nikki Valentine with him. They say it had something to do with dogs, but when it's your ego, any excuse will do.
Wow.
Well, they say every dog has its day. He didn't get that, I don't think.
Oh, I'm watching Matt change the screen around because we spent so much time on that one. He's got to push us on through now.
Yeah, well, I mean, we want to talk about the announcements a little bit here, but Rick Deezel, what I'm going to do, let me run through some of these announcements real quick, and then Bobby Dalton said something at the beginning of the program regarding one Joey Nuggs. You said you were here to answer questions about that, and I will give the floor to you just real quickly here. So let's see here. Coming up, it's this Saturday night, May the 7th, 7:15 bell time, live pro wrestling. It's at 1134 East Caswell Street in Wadesboro, North Carolina, according to the poster, right behind the Pizza Hut. So that's always a good place to have wrestling. Get some pizza and wings and walk over and watch wrestling. So it'll be featuring AEW Dark Star Brittany Jade. Lots of action going on here. Again, it's Saturday night, May the 7th. It's going to take place at 7:15, the bell time. The doors will open at 6 p.m. It's WCEW and Diamond of Rockingham presenting live professional wrestling this Saturday night, 1134 East Caswell Street in Wadesboro. I think I said Caldwell the first time, and that's not the first time I've made that error. But anyway, live wrestling coming to Wadesboro. If you're in that part of North Carolina, check it out. Freedom Force Wrestling presents Clash on the Coast. That's Saturday night, May the 7th at the Travel Lodge Sports Complex at 225 Shalimar Street in Panama City Beach, Florida. $12 for ringside advance, $15 at the door, $10 general admission. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time is at 7. Tickets.ffwlive.com. That's the web address to go to get your tickets. Tickets.ffwlive.com for Clash on the Coast. Get ready, Panama City Beach, Florida. Also, live pro wrestling coming to the Elks Lodge number 5 in Shavat, Ohio. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sunday, May 22nd. Bell time is at 3 p.m. It's the Cincy Slam, and tickets now available. You can scan the QR code if you're watching. If you're listening, you want to pick up your phone and dial area code 513-227-6504. That number again, 513-227-6504 for the Cincy Slam coming your way Sunday, May 22nd at 3 p.m. at the Shavat Elks Lodge. World-class WCEW, the Rockingham Rumble, same promotion we were just talking about running in Wadesboro, presents the Rockingham Rumble coming your way from the Rockingham National Guard Armory. I've actually been to a show in that building a long time ago. Nice place. And it's featuring NWA and WWF legend, The Barbarian. That comes your way Saturday night, May 28th at the Rockingham National Guard Armory in Rockingham, North Carolina. Don't have any other information on the show. I guess you could use the contact information from the show they're running in Wadesboro for more information on the Rockingham Rumble coming your way Memorial Day weekend. Renegade Championship Wrestling out in Kansas City, Colorado has been nice enough to share the rest of their 2022 schedule with us. They'll have wrestling at, let's see, where are they having this at? 890 Field Avenue in Kansas City, Colorado. And the dates for their upcoming shows are May 14th, June 11th, July 9, August 13th, September 10, October 8th, and November 5th. If you want more information about this wrestling and you're out there in Colorado, 719-671-0728. The number to call, 719-671-0728. And of course, the big event coming your way this Saturday night in Mount Airy.
Like Kevin Phoenix took a selfie and everybody's behind him.
Yeah.
Who makes your posters?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Look, all I gotta say, have your people call my people. Just
I've always thought they were pretty cool. I stretched this one a little bit to make it fit in the slideshow, but here we go. It's our wrestling show this Saturday night, May the 7th at Veterans Park. Same bat time, same bat channel as usual. Bell time is at 7 or a few minutes after. Doors open at 6. Veterans Park in Mount Airy. If Jumpin' Jimmy shows up and we do an interview with him, that bell time might get pushed back to 7:15 or 7:20, but we'll try.
I got you. If you need a pre-show, I got you. If you need an after show, I got you. I'll do interviews before and after the show, live even.
Awesome, because I
That man will do that. That man will do practically anything for $20.
Ooh.
Hey, my booking fee just went up just for that. Kevin.
Insert joke here. Brought to you by King's Hot
Hey,
Dogs.
a gig is a gig is a gig, okay?
Yeah, it is. So anyway, yeah, come on down to Veterans Park this Saturday night, May the 7th, and join us for AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. All right, here's the big announcement. I've been waiting to this. Thank you to everybody at the AIWF for letting us announce this stuff first here. The Rock and Roll Express, of course, you know, in their final tour, their victory lap around the circuit. And they will be making their last appearance in Mount Airy on August 20th at Deal with the Steel. And we're about to find out their opponents. Are you ready? The Rock and Roll Express will be facing on Saturday night, August 20th, inside the steel cage, the team of Matt Houston and Lewis Moore, the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws, former AIWF Tag Team Champions. Holy shit. This is going to be awesome.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Comments.
Yeah.
Go around. You can go in any order you want.
Mid-Atlantic Outlaws. They're a tough team, and I don't see. They're very old school, and I can't think of anybody that's better suited to step in that cage with the Rock and Roll Express than them two men out there.
No kidding.
You're exactly right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, some people
They gonna bring the fight. They're gonna give the fight, and who knows? They might take the fight. You don't never know.
You don't know. I mean, and look, this has not been like we call it I called it a victory lap around the circuit. But let's be honest, the Rock and Roll has not won every match on this tour. They lost to FDR and Spartanburg. I mean, these young, it's not like they're going around and they're wrestling just people they know they can push over with no experience. I mean, they I gotta give them credit, man. This is the final tour, but they're wrestling a lot of tough teams.
Yep.
Well, and they've wrestled the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws on several occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So this is two teams that knows each other very well. And more than win or loss, this is a match that will have the fans on their feet in Mount Airy. This is a match that will send the fans home very satisfied, and it's a match that's going to live up to all expectations.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. It's not about the win or the loss. And Ricky and Robert know that. It's not about the win or the loss. Because if that's the case, Robert would have won the battle with that woodpecker a long time ago. But the thing about it is it's about this final tour giving the fans something they haven't seen from the Rock and Roll Express in a long time. It's about putting a team in there that'll push them, and that's these guys right here.
Yeah,
you know what those Mid-Atlantic Outlaws are all about? Shenanigans. Lots and lots of shenanigans.
They've been known for a shenanigan or two. There's no doubt about that over the years. Some shenanigans. Shenanigans.
I'm sorry, man.
Shenanigans and skullduggery.
Also about Lou.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Try it again, Bobby.
You go ahead. I was going to say to anybody that's not familiar with Lewis Moore, he's a former world heavyweight champion and stuff. So this is not going to be no pushover match, like you said. It's going to be a fight to the finish.
Yeah, and that's a good place to end. But yeah, it's going to be great. And I would not. It's going to be inside a steel cage, so it may get a little bloody. Kevin Phoenix, you got anything you'd like to add to this?
Nah, I'm straight, G.
Okay, thank you so much.
Man, he went straight
to the point. I like that.
Oh, let's see. So, that's something interesting I wanted to point out too, and that's really all I got for the slideshow. But one thing that happened this past Saturday night is I saw for the first time. He's been there before, I believe. A guy named Don Petty, 330 pounds from Burlington, North Carolina. This dude is big, and
hold on. It's Don Petty.
Don Petty.
Don Petty, the Don himself.
The Don Petty. All right. Well, Don Pete came in and in a handicap match beat the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, Gorilla Q and Matt Anderson. Man, what can anybody on this panel tell me about Don Pete?
I'm not surprised.
His background, God, man, that was incredible.
Oh, I've seen him at Firestar Pro Wrestling. I see him at other promotions. He's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a reason why he's called the Don. When he comes in, he takes advantage of the situation. He knows what he's doing, and he brings the pain. He's the Don of pain, of bringing the pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he certainly brought it. And I could not believe my eyes when we saw him take down the tag team champions like that. It's got to make me wonder, not only, you know, is the Don a very dominant wrestler, but is there something going on between Matt Anderson and Gorilla Q that they're the tag team champions and they just couldn't get it together? And I mean, not that it would have been easy to beat, but I mean, come on, man, you got a 2-on-1 advantage. It seems like there's something else at work here. Just not discounting Don's ability, because he was dominant. I mean, but he didn't run over him. He was able to beat him. But it just seems like, I don't know, there's something weird going on with Matt Anderson and Gorilla Q right now.
Well, making his debut, so to speak, he had to send a message, right? So I think that's what his mindset going in. I'm here. If you don't know my name, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
And you know what? I respect it.
Oh, I do too. I'm just wondering, like, what in the world, man? You know, it's just to come in and be able to handle the tag team champions like that. They're just, I don't know. There seems to be something else at work. Has anybody else got any thoughts on the panel about that?
What a better way to make a statement, Matt. You make your debut in the ring and you come in and you beat the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. What a way to make your statement, get your name out there and show the force that you are bringing behind you. He couldn't have made a better statement, if you ask me.
No, he couldn't have. Not at all. It's absolutely incredible. Tim Stone, for those of you who are watching, Tim Stone is fishing while he is on a Zoom call. That is awesome.
I'm sitting on the creek bank of fishing.
That is the best. Now, people like to in the corporate world like to throw away around the term multitasking, and they have overused that term for 25 years. But that right there, my friends, is the perfect example of multitasking. Yeah. Participating on a wrestling panel and fishing at the same time.
Right there, man.
I'm telling you. All right. Now, only thing that would make that even better if you're gonna scare Smiling Diamond Dave. Bulldog is in the background of that picture now, for those of you listening.
Well, he ain't gonna be able to catch no fish.
Go ahead and say that again, Dave.
He ain't gonna be able to catch no fish or nothing else with that loud mouth back there running her mouth.
I know. Tell me about it, Dave.
Yeah, keep on, son.
I'll tell you one thing, Dave. I guarantee you that if he catches something, she'll have it skinned, gutted, and in a frying pan before he gets it off the hook.
Well, you're probably right. If she don't have it ate.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something, Tim. If you pull anything out of the water, you show it to us, and that would be like the best thing that could happen in this scenario. If Tim Stone can catch a fish before this program
if I catch
ends.
another one, I'll show you.
I'll push Tim in the water and I'll pull him out after I get his hook in his mouth.
Lord,
hey, I've done come to one conclusion, Rick Deezel.
What's that?
He's already caught one. He's got that big sucker he caught standing behind him.
There it goes.
Wow.
That sucker could be an alligator gar.
That's miles big enough to be an alligator gar. You're right.
He caught that 31 years ago.
They got them snakehead fish up there in Virginia now. They say they're pretty dangerous.
What, the hammerhead?
No, what is they call them, Matt? They had them up there in Martinsville that time.
Well, they called them snakehead fish, but somebody put a poster in some of the gas stations around there trying to scare everybody, but I've only heard of the snakehead fish being down in Florida. So I don't know if that was true or, just bullshit. You hear
You
a lot
never
of them.
know in Virginia.
No, you never know, especially around Martinsville.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm not trashing it, guys. I grew up there, so I know better than anybody. But anyway, Rick Deezel, you at the beginning of the program, Bobby Dalton said something, mentioned Joey Nugs, and you said you were here to answer any questions about that. So I don't know how much we're going to put out in the light here. I imagine, like normal, we're just going to share it all. And so the floor.
Well, here's what I say. Joey Nugs is he's with the AIWF back before the before the affiliate program, back in the early 90s, back when the affiliate program was just getting started.
Early 2000s, you mean though, right? Early 2000s.
Yeah. He was managing Timber the Lumberjack back then. That was Joey's first stint with the AIWF. And he come back a few months ago to the Mid-Atlantic. Now, Joey Nugs is a hell of a manager. We all know that.
Yep.
And what has happened is that Joey has got so much exposure in the Mid-Atlantic that, he's spreading his wings a little bit. He's looking for some other opportunities. He's going to be managing in some other places. He's got some offers, and he's just taking this opportunity to branch out and spread out a little bit. So he'll be back in the Mid-Atlantic. But if anybody remembers the old, back in the early days of the NWA, people would travel from territory to territory. And that's what the AIWF is now. So Joey Nugs, he spent some time in the Mid-Atlantic. He's going to spread his wings, get out and make some other opportunities. And then eventually he'll make his way back around to the Mid-Atlantic. Joey's a star maker. And that's what he's doing now. Is he's going to make stars in other places, but he'll be back to the Mid-Atlantic. Right now he's just exploring some other opportunities. He's getting out there and making some stars in other places. So
that's fantastic.
Take it as an opportunity for somebody else to step in and find some new stars. Because I don't know, but that Don Petty looks like a big competitor who may need some management. You know what I mean? Just saying, offering. I do some management on the side. Have your people call my people there, Rick.
I'll pass it on, man.
Interesting thing about that, and Lord knows Joey Nugs, whenever he's available, jump on this program on Monday night. He was a big help and getting the momentum going with it. So I'm gonna try
to be here a little more often, Matt. Take up Joey's slack, but anytime I see him on there, I will definitely give the floor up to him, and I'll go feed the dogs and pet the cat, and
Sound like Johnny Blast. Hey man, what are you up to? Oh, just sitting there petting the cat. So but anyway, so
this is a family show. All right, gentlemen.
I mark it explicit just in case it does get out of hand. Sometimes there's no swearing on here, but I've said the S word twice tonight, but we're covered, man. It's taken care of. I don't I don't want anybody to be having any nasty surprises, but so we look forward to seeing what Joey Nugs has in store now, but he has left behind one hell of a faction. I mean, you got Jack, you got this mystery woman now, you got Case and Kane, you got David Parrish. I mean,
foundation he built before he decided to move on to the next project. I mean, and he's out there keeping an eye on it. They need him. He's just a phone call away.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm telling you what, just like I said earlier, I learned the hard way not to contact Jack during the week. He don't do media during the week while he's training. And you can best believe if Joey Nugs is not acting as my buffer, I ain't gonna be getting no exclusives from Jack. No, sir. No, nope, ain't happening. So, but we will find out more this Saturday night. That's for sure. Because I'd like to learn more about this mystery woman that's come out here and evidently hurt Nikki Valentine. I mean, like you said,
don't know that Joey Nugs didn't have something to do with that whole situation. She could just be watching things for him while he's gone.
I know. And it was, I mean, he did not seem surprised by anything. If you look at the victories photos on Instagram, He did not look like he was surprised by any of that. You know, it
No.
all looked like a well orchestrated plan.
He's an evil genius.
Yes, indeed.
Well, you know, it's about time somebody stepped up because it seems like Nikki Valentine is always sticking her nose into Sin's matches, and usually when it happens, he comes up with a victory, and he's this big fan favorite. And, you know, I think it's good that the playing field is now leveled, that somebody got tired of it and showed her that she don't need to be sticking her nose where it don't belong.
Oh,
Well,
come
I
on.
like it.
Come on, Smilin. Dave. She was doing what a manager does best, managing
Yeah.
her talent.
You're
Managing her talent. That's what
But-
you do.
I think she got showed that sticking your nose where it don't belong has got consequences, and I loved it.
It's
Gonna be some more gonna find that out too.
It's a weird place that society's in right now, because when I remember when I was a kid, if a female manager jumped in the ring and interfered with the match, laid her hands on a man, all bets were off. You know, I came up in the day, I remember Dusty Rhodes slapping Baby Doll. I remember countless guys in WWF beating up Sensational Sherry. And
I
that,
remember Cornette in the tennis racket with Baby Doll.
yeah,
Took her out. Wow.
yes, and he got death threats
She'd
over
never
that.
ever have kids again.
Yeah. Oh, Dusty told everybody that on TV the next week, and the death threats started rolling in.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny, but the way society is now, you know, I think that women think they can just get it, you know, smack a man around and there's not going to be any consequences, you know. And I've seen Nikki Valentine. Don't get me wrong. I like Sin Crowley and I like Nikki. Got nothing against them, but that's twice I've seen her with my own eyes get up in the ring and have Sin's opponent hesitate because he didn't know what to do.
I
And
blame Ashley Judd.
And Matt, third time is a charm, because she does it this Saturday. That's Kevin Phoenix. You know me. Come on, you guys know me. I am unpredictable when women are around. Period.
Ain't that a
Point
fact?
blank.
I've been waiting for the call from county jail many times.
And it's coming. There's a stack of money set
Every time
aside
he goes
for
to Las
Kevin
Vegas,
Phoenix.
I'm like, well, I
Yeah.
might as well go ahead and sign a check.
Yeah, there's a stack of money set aside for Kevin Phoenix's bail. It's in my contract. It's in there. But if Nikki gets in that ring on Saturday, I cannot be held responsible for what happens.
Really, Kevin?
For what I cannot be responsible
there.
for what happens.
That is rich coming from you, considering the shenanigans and the straight Johnny Ditters that you pull almost every match.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can we
I
just-
appreciate
Never heard
I
anybody
appreciate the
do that.
compliment. I appreciate the compliment from somebody who doesn't matter to me. So, like I was saying before I was really interrupted, she will be put in her
Hang
place.
on a minute. She's yeah, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. You done in here now. You're live on the internet. What'd you say?
Hey, Ginger.
Matt said, "Hey, come on
Hey,
now." Too
hey,
late now.
Ginger. Don't be
Come
shy
on,
now.
Ginger.
Don't be
Come
shy
on,
now,
come on.
Ginger.
Get out in a minute.
You broke in on our show now. You know?
Yeah, you
Come
got
out of the closet, Ginger.
Like Nikki Valentine. That's exactly what Kevin Phoenix just talking about. Nikki Valentine want to stick her nose, and you'll stick your nose in here in this room. You're gonna get drugged into the match.
There you go. There you go.
But I don't even know that, you know, Kevin, you kind of alluded to doing something dastardly to Nikki Valentine yourself, but I don't know that would be necessary now. If this mysterious stranger is hanging around, but that's right. You got your one-on-one match. Yeah. You know, you might, hey, look, if you're friendly with Jack, you might want to try to procure the services of that mysterious stranger to come to ringside with you, just so you don't have to find yourself in a difficult situation having to make a decision in the middle of a match.
Matt, I understand, Matt, that you like girl on girl action and that gets your rocks off, okay? But I don't need some other female to handle my business, okay?
Watch this.
No,
What
he
is-
just needs the
What is he
commissioner.
doing? What are
He
you
needs the
doing, Rick
commissioner.
Deezel?
Wait
He
a
needs
minute.
the
I have
he needs
lost
Jack-
control of this show.
I get a very important phone call. What do you want?
Oh my.
What are you doing?
It's Trista.
Oh.
Live on
Oh,
the internet.
Lord.
Yeah, you are too.
Yeah. Hey, Trista. You're interrupting our podcast, but I'm glad to hear from you.
Well, I was kind of gonna throw my dad an ideal out for something new I want to do in the food truck, but if he's doing that, I'm gonna hang up.
Let's hear. Let's hear the
Wait a
idea.
minute.
They
Let's hear
want
the
to hear it.
idea.
Everybody wants to hear it. Come on.
Hey, hold on a minute. Hold that idea. I got something to say since you're
Damn,
live.
Dave.
Yeah,
Maybe one
Trista.
day you'll let your old man come out of the closet and be on the talk show if he's good enough.
Oh,
What is the
did you hear that?
Oh,
Commissioner Dave said you need to let your old man come out of the closet and be on the talk show and let you if he's good enough.
He's been on the show before. It's
I
just,
want to hear the idea. Y'all are bigger mad. I want to hear the idea.
They want to hear your idea.
No, I'm not. I'll talk about it later because it's not set in stone.
Oh,
It cost my dad a lot of money.
oh Lord. You know what? She's gonna come up with a
They
dirt.
want to know when Ty's gonna come on here and tell everybody how he's doing and defend the fact that he hasn't had the balls to get back in the ring for a while.
His ribs are broke.
Yeah. I mean, his ribs are broke.
Excuse. He's moving good awful Saturday night out there running that lip.
What did he say?
Dave said he was moving pretty good out there Saturday night running that lip.
For those of you listening at home, you should go out of your way to see this video. It's descended into chaos here, and but I love it. I know the decision to move this show to Monday night is the right one.
Man, this is the first time, well, the second time that I've been on this show on video, and I'll be damned if it didn't go completely crazy.
Yeah, I know, but I love it, man. You know, it'll be a little confusing to the people listening, but I'm gonna try to walk you through it best I can. We're getting slowly getting to the top of the hour. What would be awesome is if Trista could figure out a way to put a dirt cake into a milkshake. You know, dirt cake is freaking delicious, and if you can figure out, but see,
With
it would be
Oreos, cookies and creams and Oreos, my guy.
yeah, no, but it would need to be something different than an Oreo shake. You know what I mean? Because everybody knows you just grind up the Oreos in a milkshake, you got an Oreo shake, and that's similar to a dirt cake. But if there was a way you could thicken it up, I'm just saying.
Well, I know that the people that was at the show last week, at the last show, she wasn't there with that truck because it was in another location, but she will be back this week, bringing her new milkshake menu with her, by the way.
Oh boy, best concessions in wrestling, Tease Treats, only available at AIWF Mid-Atlantic. And yeah, Tease Treats is so good that I found out where her location was on the way to the show last Saturday on the way to Spring Jam, and I went out of my way to go by her food truck and get a milkshake. So
how long was the line?
I had to wait there about 10-15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very much worth the wait.
I'll be sending Tease Treats a bill for this plug too.
There it is, man. Free advertising. You need to come back and get some sponsorship money off our Saturday night.
I will. But anyway,
So what else is going on this weekend, Matt?
Matt, here's what we can do. We can start making her pay a sponsorship fee, and she can come on the show once a week, and she can call in on once a week, even on my phone, and tell her what the new specials are.
Hey, I like
Hey,
it.
that works.
I like
I
that.
like
Pay the
it.
bills, man.
Hey, we'll have everybody hungry. So I
Yeah.
don't, the only match announcement, Davin, that I have is David. I'm sorry, just give me time. I'm getting used to it. Is Kevin Phoenix and Sin Crowley. That's the only match announcement I have so far, but it's
You know
just
why?
why.
You know why? And I talked to the bookers about this, and Kevin Phoenix was in that meeting because, you know, with the network and everything. I told them that, and you know it's coming, man. I'm gonna eventually get to the point where I speak my mind, and someday I'm gonna retire. God help the rest of the world when I retire, and I got no consequences for my mouth. But I told him that indie wrestlers have got to the point to where they got their head up their ass so bad that they cancel at the last minute so many times for stupid reasons out of the blue. Stop advertising matches. It don't do nothing but make the promoters look stupid when they have to go back and tell everybody why they had to cancel that damn match because Joe Blow decided he got a booking a little bit closer, and he decided to go to that one. And it ain't like it was 20 years ago when first booking was respected.
Yep.
They don't do that no more. But that's because they're not taught that no more.
Yeah.
So I told her, I said, stop goddamn advertising matches. Because there's a good chance that ain't gonna happen, and you're just gonna look like a dumbass.
Well, I mean, you know what they always say, Rick? Card subject to change. It's always at the bottom of the poster. It's gonna happen.
Back in the day, it was card subject to change because Ivan Koloff had a flat tire or somebody stabbed him at the mini mart. But not because they just decided, oh, well, my dog's sick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, here you go.
I see that fish. Tim Stone has caught a fish there. Yes. I couldn't interrupt Rick Deezel's rant because I agree with so much of that. But yeah, back then
There's no integrity anymore.
Card subject to change used to mean that you would have maybe one match with an alternate. But sometimes now, you know, you'll get to the show and the matches the 4 or 5 matches you had lined up, you have to completely change them all up.
Yep.
You know, thank God, you know, the internet has shortened our attention span so much that the paying audience comes in there. As long as they see a few of their favorites, they're happy, man, you know, because they know how it is.
And it just kind of follows up to a shameless plug because I like to support the indie wrestling coming up in the areas, especially we're like as I like to call it, the mecca of indie wrestling. You could throw a stone and you hit a wrestling promotion.
Oh yeah.
So I like to stay on top of the pulse of what is indie wrestling in the area. So you see me, I've promoted your shows a couple times, but me and my good friend, Mr. AIWF Skipper Jenkins III, and I do tend to do our shows. We do a live reading on every Tuesdays or Thursdays, and we like to talk about, hey, these are the breakdown. These are shows going on this weekend. We like to give our predictions. So that's the kind of stuff I like to bring to you guys and to the fans at home watching. You know, if you want to know who's going to go against who this weekend or what the matchups might be or who you might potentially see this weekend, like the show on Mount Airy this Saturday, you want to know your predictions about who might win that, you know, definitely check us out.
Where can we find you? Where can we find you?
You know what, Matt? You've heard me say this 1,000 times. You know what? A good promoter can go in there cold, put the matches together, and have a hell of a show.
Hell yeah.
AIWF's been doing it for 30 damn years. It's possible. Learn how to book on the fly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Learn learn your crowd, learn what they like, and give it to them.
Yep.
Play the hand you're dealt. Learn to do that.
Absolutely. Good advice for young wrestling bookers.
I'm sorry, Matt.
No, it's all right.
No, not at all.
Preach it, Commissioner. You're just telling the truth. You know, if you can't handle the truth, I hate it for you.
Yeah.
I know you were saying, Mike, that you can follow me. Actually, I go every Tuesdays or Thursdays. You can follow me on my Twitch channel, David is Disaster. I also go live straight from my Facebook. Goes Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just follow me, David is Disaster. Just follow me and Mario Glick on Facebook. You can also find him as AIWF Skipper Jenkins III online. So you can follow us. We do commentary. We do live readings. We do breakdowns. Rick Deezel, what you really need is a competent commentary team that comes by and just brings the hype when it comes to your matches. Just throwing that out there.
Competent commentary team. I'll have you.
Hey, whoa,
wait a minute.
Are you calling me to the finish while you're on the show?
I'm going first. Competent commentary team.
Wait a minute.
Son, I'm in the Hall of Fame. I've been doing this for 25 years. You kiss my ass.
Look.
Oh man.
Yes, my name is Jimmy, and I have a question for the stupid guy named David.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
David, can you please shut the hell up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt. I bring chaos with me, man.
Hey, look, there's your incompetent commentary team. I could hit the remove button.
That's
So
what I get for setting it down and not holding it the rest of the show.
yeah, so David is bye-bye because he decided to come on our show. I let him put his own damn Twitch over to make a profit.
And he leaves.
And then he didn't. He didn't leave. I made him go away. And then the asshole has a goddamn unmitigated gall to come on and insult our commentary team. Nah, dude.
Yeah, I take that personal.
Yeah. Nah, dude.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Matt Carter has been doing commentary for AIWF since he was like 12 years old, it seems like. I remember back when he had the bowl for like 20 plus years. The man's in the goddamn Hall of Fame. He is one of the he is probably one of the top 1 or 2 indie commentators on the freaking planet. The only reason that he has not made a bigger splash is because he has chosen not to.
Yeah, I like where I'm at. I like where I'm at.
Well, you're welcome anytime. Hey, Matt, you're welcome anytime to jump in there with me anytime you want to, because I'm still learning, and I'm not the best. I try, but anything you can help with or anybody else with, I'm up for suggestions.
Well, to tell you the truth, Bobby, and the reason, and I've told this to anybody that listens behind the scenes, but I don't mind saying it in public. Yes, I'm a smoker, so that means I'm not too bright to begin with, but my voice just will not hold up like it was before. So if I'm doing ring announcing, I actually like that the best because I do my talking. I get to shut up for 10 or 15 minutes, do some more, do a real quick burst of talking, shut up again. If I sit down and do play-by-play, man, I can maybe 3 or 4 matches before I lose my voice. So I just, man, I'm happy, I'm happy listening to you and whoever you're working with and doing the ring announcing. But man, if you ever need me on commentary, just give me the Iggy and come on, and I'll be there. And I'll do the best I can.
And what Matt just said is loosely translated to, I'm Matt Carter, I'll do what the hell I want to, by God.
That's right.
I'm not that much of an egomaniac.
Smilin down the days welcome in too.
What'd you say, Bobby?
I said even our commissioner's welcome to come out there sometime if he wants to.
Well, you keep company out there, Bobby, that I really don't care for. He ain't worth a hill of beans. I don't like his look. I don't like the smell of his breath. I don't like nothing about him. And he's about as worthless as tits on a boar hog. And that's none other than Kevin Stryker.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of him. I don't like to be nowhere around him. So you get rid of him and I may come and sit in on a match or 2 if I'm not busy.
All right. There you have it. Straight from the commissioner. But anyway, all right. Final thoughts, guys. We're over the top of the hour, so we're out of time. Davin, you are more than welcome to come back on this show, but just here's good.
Don't insult the host.
Yeah, a good tip for the young guys out there. If you come on somebody's podcast, don't insult the host while you're there.
Do that, Jim Cornette, by God.
Yeah. Oh no, you wouldn't. But you wouldn't be getting on Jim Cornette's podcast either because he wouldn't let you in the room. But anyway, let's go around the horn one more time. Bobby just jumped off here before we even went off the air. But final thoughts, Rick Deezel, Kevin Phoenix, Smilin Diamond Dave, go ahead.
Well, go, fellas. I've been running my mouth the whole show.
I'd like to say, hey, it was give shout out to Commissioner Rick Deezel. It was good to see him on here, and I'm looking forward to future shows that he's on here. He does bring chaos with him. That's what the AIWF Mid-Atlantic is about, is the chaos. He's got the knowledge. We've been through it. He's been through it. I've seen what he's went through. So, no, I'm not trying to score brownie points. It's the little commissioner talking to the big commissioner. It's good to see him on here. And Champ, Kevin Phoenix, even though I didn't see you, I heard you. I'm looking forward to seeing Saturday night just how you can dismantle Sin Crowley.
Go, Kevin. You got anything to say? I'm gonna go last.
Oh, okay. Be there Saturday. Come watch Kevin Phoenix do what he does. Another exclusive for you. I'm gonna throw something on the network in the morning. Be prepared for it. It is the best of 1997 AIWF Volume 1, and I believe it's young Matt Carter as the host, sitting in some random couch, looking all debonair.
Mhm.
So be prepared for that. It's going to be on tomorrow.
I remember when we shot that. That was at the old MATV studios in Mount Airy, the ones in downtown Mount Airy before they moved out to Dobson. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a dungeon.
Loved it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
You'll be able to enjoy it tomorrow on the Roku network, baby.
Yeah, it was my first job hosting I'd done TV with Rick Deezel before, but it was the first time I was like solo, like hosting for a home video shoot, and I was scared shitless, brother. I'm telling you, scared to death.
All right. It's my turn. Matt,
Yep.
I see posts time and time again, almost every day, Matt Classic, bragging about how many affiliates the AIWF has. What's the last count? Anybody know?
Over
28,
100.
20, oh,
Pushing 100, over 100?
I was thinking so, yeah, over 100.
Yeah. Well, that means that somewhere out there, there is nearly or over 100 other promotions in the AIWF who's sitting somewhere on a Monday night, well, it's Thursday, now it's Monday, with their thumb in their ass and not taking advantage of this show. And I think that's sad. I think that's
You're
very
right.
sad that all these promotions sit out there and let the Mid-Atlantic dominate this. But when you could be helping build this show into something massive that every promotion could be taken advantage of. Get off the couch, stop watching Raw or AEW, whatever it is you're marking out for this week, and promote your shit on this show. Be a goddamn promoter. Come on, fellas. You got the world right here that could be watching. Your fans could be watching. Their fans could be watching you. Take advantage of it. Get on here and talk and tell people what's going on in your promotion. You may think, oh, there ain't enough people watching it. Well, maybe if you got off your ass and got on here and talked, your fans would watch that and some. And you could get new fans from people who's watching from other promotions. Learn the damn business. Off his face.
Straight fire.
Sorry.
It's all right. Straight fire. And you didn't say anything that wasn't true. So for Bobby Dalton, for Tim Stone, for Kevin Phoenix, for Smilin Diamond Dave, and for Commissioner Rick Deezel, who owned with the rant of the night just out. And remember, this show is for you to promote yourselves for free, guys. He ain't lying. I am Mad Matt Carter. Thank you so much. Video will be up soon on YouTube and on all your favorite podcasting platforms very shortly. Thank you so much for tuning in to AIWF Ringside Wrestling. And until next week, so long for now. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you.